Welcome to part 2. I was asked about a day or two ago. Because there's 3D Total having that competition, or they finished it now. Total the judges do. Why didn't enter? Because I don't get on with 3D Total guys a lot. And why I never enter competitions? I don't feel the need. Competitions are a really nice way of saying I think I'm better than everybody else because I want to win this prize. Now, I've had enough problems as it is without entering a competition. If I come first, I'm going to get vilified for it. 2, I don't need, the prizes more often than not. Because say the software I've already got. Prizes I can already afford if I want to buy it anyway, like 3D prints and stuff like that. And it's much better going to people that actually bloody need it. To be honest, I think people like myself that are working professionally in the field, midgie there, at this sort of level that we're at, or doing tutorials should be banned from these competitions, because then you're just using it to promote your own product. Like, here's a really nice model I'm doing and the DVD will be available next week, sort of thing. Nah, don't like that. There's promotion. I'm noticing it's getting a bit out of hand lately, you know what I mean? I don't know if there's anybody else is noticing this, but people are starting a work in progress on a board, 3D Talk, 0% or whatever, and they won't tell you until everybody's said it's fantastic that it's actually out as a DVD. Now, I don't believe that's right. Don't care who that hopes, that's not right at all. If you're going to put something out, 1, it's usually a good idea to keep them wrapped until it's out, or 2, in my experience, tell people from the beginning. Be honest with them. Because people might appear nice on the surface, but really they're thinking, you fucking bastard. That's what they're thinking, let's face it, a lot of people do. I don't enter competitions. There's an old saying, right? Competitions are for losers. And it's right, because even if you win, you're losing really, because you're just saying, well, I'm better than you, And if you don't win, then it can affect your confidence. Now, one thing about art is it's all about confidence, right? If you are not self-confident and do not believe that the stroke you're putting down or the bit of clear you're adding is going to work, then it's not, right? So you enter a competition, you think it's the best thing you've ever done, and it may well be, but you lose. You don't even get a place. Not your self-confidence. Now I've got enough confidence for about 5 people, so I don't need that, right? Besides, I get paid to, teach other people, and it's a bit iffy, you know what I mean? Going and saying I want this for nothing. There's plenty of times I could have entered the competition and easily won. There's plenty of competitions out there. That's not big headed. It's a case of, look, I teach people, right? The stuff you see on ZBrush General, you see on Dash, is my hobby side, right? Professional side you don't see. I don't tell you, a lot of the time, but the clients I work for, because there's quite some big ones. And I promise you will have seen work of mine in the public domain before, and just not with us, mate. But enough of that. You tell me the truth, but I'm not in a bad mood. I'm ill, right? I'm like, you should know by now. When I'm ill, I whinge, right? At the whole fucking world. But yeah, so you won't see me enter a competition. I don't see the point in these dominance war things. I don't see the point, in somebody like myself who teaches other people, going up against these people to try and win a bloody prize. It might be worth a few £100, right? It's not worth it. It demeans yourself and the people that you're teaching, right? I've also noticed an increase in people that are, it's fairly obvious, using multiple accounts, right? Times like this. Now the 3D Total guys, right? They stamped on this pretty early, right? By making sure that you couldn't actually vote unless you had a certain amount of posts over a certain period of time in the forum. So those people that have multiple accounts, mentioning no names, because I know at least a couple of them that do, and leave nice comments for themselves all over the place. Usually the ones with like one really crappy bit of artwork that's been done in 5 seconds just to sort of fool people to think it's a real person, right? Or they've got no artwork whatsoever in the profile of the ZBrush Central or something. Did you know that? I thought everybody knew that. I was told off the record by somebody that once worked at Pixel Logic that they know what happens, but there's not a lot they can do because people are going through proxies and shit like that, you know what I mean? I'm probably one of the few bloody honest men left, I think. Well, I'm not, but it feels like that at times. I'm rattling again. No, but that meant that you get a fair and honest vote. Now, fair and honest votes are always really fucking interesting, because the person you think is going to win usually doesn't. But you've also got politics going on. You know, some person doesn't like this person because they work for a different company, or they've worked for their company and like, they basically did a job they wanted, or basically it's their boss or was their boss at another company, a games company or something, and said their work was shite and sent it back about 5 times. Lots of politics like that going on. And to be honest, 37 my last birthday a few days ago. I don't need the hassle, right? Simple as that. But yeah, I realise that sounds very bitter and twisted, that bit I've just said, but a lot of it is true. There's a lot of people using multiple accounts. I know one name in particular, who I won't mention, that went out of his way to build up his name by making no less than 47 duplicate accounts on Zebra Central, CG Talk, 3D Total, sort of polycount all over the bloody place and tweaking all over the place just to basically say nice things about himself. And it actually works. Funny enough, I call it Rolling Rat syndrome. British guys know what I'm on about. Rolling Rat was a TV character, a puppet, right? And he called us Rolling Rat superstar. He was mentioning he was a superstar all the time, right? And eventually it got to the point where this character was a bloody superstar on British television. Why? Because he kept telling people about it. And if you keep saying to somebody and have people saying that you're fantastic, people will believe it, because people like to follow the herd. Nobody likes to be the odd man out, the black sheep, or the sheep that's barred in the fucking field that won't shut up. You hear him? Yeah, you're joining in. Everybody wants to be one of the sheep, one of the crowd. It's human nature. Simple as that. Now, if you don't follow the crowd, you don't really want to be a sheep. You don't mind being the black sheep in a field full of bloody, white ones, like I've done, and you also have a rocky ride. But I came to terms with that a long time ago. It's like, I know by the amount of views that my artwork gets, the amount of downloads that the free tutorials get, the amount of sales the DVDs get, and the amount of sales that the book's going to get as well, that people like my stuff, right? Simple as that. Didn't like it, wouldn't do it. See what time we've got. Got about 3 minutes left. So needless to say, whereas in some of the earlier ones of these, I may have came across at times as a bitter and twisted individual. I would hope that's not the case. Now, I'm a professional, I work in the industry, I've got nothing to prove to anybody, I make enough money to keep me and my family in a nice standard of life. I'm not a millionaire, probably never will be. Not with the rather scary film, flaming art, DVDs, flaming computer habit that I've got, right? I can spend money like water. So that's who I am. I'm just me. I've had a rocky road in life. I haven't had it easy. Not that many years ago I was homeless, which I've mentioned before. One of these days I'll go into detail about. It wasn't due to me, my fault by the way. And I've caught my way back up, and I've done rather damn fucking well. Don't mind if that sounds big-headed, I've done well. I came from nowhere, and I'm making money. I'm not interested in being the next big thing. Want to be the best? We all do. Doesn't mean I will be. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. When you're the best, I'd imagine it gets a bit boring. Because there's nothing to go up against then, there's only yourself. I don't want to be just me, and my skills against me. I'd rather say, well, that guy's done a really fabulous model, and then try and better it. Not because it's that person, because I want to aim higher. You always aim for the stars. Never ever stay where you're at. Never be happy. Never have self-doubt. Believe up here and in here, and you won't go far wrong. And always, above everything else, be honest. How long we got? About a minute and a bit. So after that amazingly long rant on nothing in particular, where that midgie's been sitting on my chest, that sort of winds up this sort of, video bloggy Waynecast thing for this Wednesday. Now there's going to be a hell of an update on the blog, because I've got all the stuff on the 3D print to put up. I've got stuff about this tutorial, 2-part tutorial to put up that I'm putting up for free. There's also another big long one coming later on in the year for 3D Total, to do with the articles I'm doing for them. And then there's this. So there's a very fair bit of stuff for people. Hopefully people will find something of interest. I'll see you now, because let's get to this bend in the road. And it's around here that you get all the rabbits running out in front of you. And I don't want to trip over. Right. See ya.